Hello everyone. For a proper growth and development in the plants, many external and sufficient food amount in the body are essential. But these two factors do not actually control or they regulate the growth in the plant, but it is required certain chemical substances which are synthesized by the plant. These substances are called plant growth regulators. A natural occurring organic substance other than the nutrient synthesized in a certain plant parts and translocate to the other site where it evokes specific morphological, physiological and biological response even in a low concentration is called plant growth regulator. The plant growth regulator can increase or decrease or inhibit the growth of a plant. The growth and development is associated with plant growth regulators. The plant growth regulators are of five types. The plant growth regulators are also called phytohormones. So, phytohormones are auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene, and abscisic acid. So all these five phytohormones and growth regulators introduction we have studied in the last lecture. Now today we are going to emphasizing on the phytohormone auxin. You all are welcome in my channel College Botany Online Free Learning, and you are learning auxin first. The lecture is divided in two parts. Some practical applications we will learn in auxin part first and some in the auxin part second. So you are learning the auxin part first with Yuvraj. The auxin is a very important plant growth regulator or a phytohormone. The auxin is a generic term. It is used for a group of compounds characterized by their capacity to induce elongation in shoot cells or cell elongation. This group includes both naturally occurring compounds as well as synthetic compounds. The synthetic compound includes in this group resembles with the indole 3 acetic acid in their physiological action and basic chemical structure. Actually, the word auxin derived from Greek language auxan. Auxan means to grow or increase. The history of auxins begins with the scientist Charles Darwin. The Charles Darwin made the experiment with a seedling and he find the physiology of movement in the seedling of canary grass, that is the Phalaris canarensis. The other group of scientists, that is Boyson and Jensen, performed the experiment in 1912 and they also find bending of unilateral coleoptile in a grass seedling. The scientist Paul performed the experiment in 1918 and 1919. He has successfully find it out. The substance synthesized in the stem tip stimulate the growth in the organ below coleoptile tip. The very important scientist that is F.W. Went isolate the active substance. He could not identify the chemical nature of the substance. To know the chemical nature of this active substance, initially in 1934, the similar active substance was isolated from the human urine and identified as indole 3 acetic acid. In the following year, 1935, the same active substance IAA was isolated from the yeast extract. In 1946, the IAA was isolated from immature of kernel. After these observations, the active growth regulator was isolated from many higher plants, and now it is accepted that IAA is a principal auxin in all plants. So credit firstly goes to the F.W. Went, who isolated the auxin from Avena sativa coleoptile, and he was the scientist who firstly isolated the indole 3 acetic acid. The scientist Kogel gives the term auxin. The chemical nature of indole 3 acetic acid or auxin. Auxins are generally acids with unsaturated cyclic nucleus or a derivative of such acids. All compounds which are considered as auxin showing four characters in their chemical nature: presence of unsaturated ring, presence of acid side chain, separation of carboxyl chain from the ring in the nucleus, and particular arrangement between the ring system and the acid side chain to bind the molecule at the time of reaction. Its formula is C10H9O2N. The other natural auxins are indole 3 acetaldehyde, indole 3 ethanol, indole 3 pyruvic acid. The synthetic auxins are indole 3 butyric acid, alpha naphthalic acetic acid, beta naphthalic acetic acid, 2,4-D, 2,4-dichlorophenoxy acetic acid, and also 2,4,5-T means 2,4,5 trichlorophenolic acetic acids. The practical application of auxins showing the cell elongation and longitudinal growth. The auxin plays a vital role in the plant which promotes the cell elongation in the stem. In addition to this, the important biological role, the auxins are important for influence on other developmental processes like root initiation, vascular differentiation, trophic response, and the development of auxiliary buds, flowers, and fruits. Some of these roles have been described here. So first role is cell elongation and longitudinal growth. Exogenous auxin causes a stimulation of coleoptile and stem growth, which varies according to the physiological nature of tissue. The primary effect of auxin which stimulate the elongation of a cell in shoot and can be seen by Avena curvature test. So Avena curvature test was made by the scientist Paul in 1990. So the tip gets removed and tip is placed at the one side of coleoptile stump. See here, due to the placing at one side, the growth of stump get declined, or it become a curvature. So this is called as Avena curvature test. So something is present there in the tip, and that something is nothing but a auxin, and this auxin cause the curvature test. Same type of effect we can be studied with light stimulus, but here the growth curvature test is without unilateral light stimulus. The second function, practical application of auxin, is cell division. Auxin is responsible for initiation and promotion of cell division. The effect of auxin is very important in growth required for increase in the volume as well as in a process which require rapid multiplication of cells and callus. So callus formation is taking place in the technique of tissue culture. The callus is nothing but an undifferentiated mass of a parenchyma cell. So this application of auxin is very important in the tissue culture as well as the healing of wound in nature. See here the practical application in a grafting and the tissue culture technique. The callus formation is takes place. The callus formation is achieved by auxin in a particular concentration. In the tissue culture, the cell divides and callus formation is seen. This callus later on developed into the a small plantlet after organogenesis, means the callus form the roots and shoot a small plantlet get formed. So this is very important, and it is with the help of auxin. So proportion of auxin is very important in a tissue culture. Third application is the root formation. The higher concentration of auxin inhibit the root elongation but increases the number of lateral roots. So see here, auxin inhibit the root elongation, length is inhibited, but lateral root formation, lateral growth of root is controlled by the auxin. Indole 3-acetic acid has been identified as root initiating hormone, and it increases the root formation rate. In many plants, the roots are developed due to the external supply of auxin, and they are large and vigorous. The practical application, see here, in the cutting, stem cutting, root cutting, the practitioner use the stem cutting and it get cultivated in the pot. Before cultivation, the a tip of stem cutting is dipped in auxin, and you find the vigorous growth of a root. So the horticulture plant like grape, roses get cultivated with the help of the auxin. So this is all about the 3 applications of auxin. Remaining 8 applications like the apical dominance, the prevention of abscission layer, then effect on the flowering, spur formation, parthenocarpy, eradication of weed, prevention of logging, and movement in the plant we will learn in the next video. Thank you very much.